Good afternoon. Good afternoon, students. So, we are in the 36th lecture of Industrial Management and Smart Technology subject. So, we are dealing with Unit 4, that is the Materials Management. In this Materials Management, we have discussed the topics of Materials Management, the functions of Materials Management, the principles, the applications. So, today in this topic, we'll discuss about economic order quantity, the problems related to economic order quantity, safety stock concepts, and stores management. Right? Yes. So already we discussed about the definition of EOQ means economically ordering the quantity. Right? So for example, in your house, if you are consuming, మీ ఇంట్లో మీరు కాఫీ ఎక్కువ తాగుతారు అనుకోండి. సో కాఫీ తాగే అలవాటు ఎక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు? సో చిన్న చిన్న 5 రూపీస్ ప్యాకెట్స్, 10 రూపీస్, 2 రూపీస్ ప్యాకెట్స్ కొనకుండా సో డైరెక్ట్లీ విల్ పర్చేస్ a 500 grams or 1 kilo coffee powder. So what does it mean? So it means that you are economically ordering the quantity. Means 2 rupees, 5 rupees badalu. So directly if you are ordering 500 grams of packet, automatically it will give some economical cost. At the same time, ఇదే కాన్సెప్ట్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ కంపెనీ కూడా యూస్ చేస్తే లార్జ్ స్కేల్లో దట్ ఈస్ సింప్లీ నథింగ్ బట్ economic order quantity. In other words, it refers to the size of each order that keeps the total cost low. అంతేనా? సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చిన్న చిన్న బండిల్స్ మీరు ప్యాక్ చేశారనుకోండి, కాస్ట్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. అదే పెద్ద బండిల్స్ ప్యాక్ చేశారనుకోండి, సో దాని మీద మీకు కాస్ట్ అనేది తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఎకనామిక్ ఆర్డర్ క్వాంటిటీ. Now if you see an example of this EOQ, a biscuit manufacturing company buys a lot bags of 10,000 bags wheat per annum. అంటే ఒక ఫార్మర్ దగ్గర నుంచి బిస్కెట్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ కంపెనీ 10,000 bags of wheat సంవత్సరానికి తీసుకుంటాం. The cost per bag is 500 rupees. Cost of a wheat bag is 500 rupees. And ordering cost is 400 rupees. Cost వచ్చేసి 500, ఆర్డర్ పెట్టే కాస్ట్ వచ్చేసి 400. The inventory carrying cost is estimated at 10% of the price. So whatever the inventory we are holding, it carries the 10% of price of wheat and determine EOQ and number of orders per year. So దీన్ని మనం ఎలా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తాం? We use the economic order quantity. So the annual demand ఎంత? A 10,000 bags. Order cost per order. Order cost ఎంత? 400 rupees. Say therefore the carrying cost per unit ki. So C is equals to carrying cost per unit is 10% of the price, 10% of the cost price. So what is 10% of cost price? 10% ante 0.10 into cost price anta 500 rupees. So 0.1 into 500, that is 50 rupees. The inventory carrying cost. Now the EOQ is equals to 2AO divided by root 2C. So this is a formula. 2AO divided by C root of this one. Now substituting the value 2 into A is equal to 10,000 into 400 divided by 50 root. So root of 1,60,000, that is equals to EOQ is equals to 400 bags you are purchasing, right? Now the number of orders to be placed during the year. So సంవత్సరానికి. So annual demand divided by EOQ. Annual demand ఎంత? సంవత్సరానికి 10,000 bags divided by 400 bags. So annual number of orders to be planned during the year is 25 orders only. Okay, that is a way of doing EOQ problems. In the above case, a company has to place 25 orders to optimize the ordering and carrying cost. That is the answer. Now the EOQ provides a model for calculating the approximate reorder quantity to ensure the instantaneous replenishment of inventory without any shortages. EOQ is a valuable tool for managers to make decisions about how much inventory to keep on hand, how many times, to order each time, and how many often to order to keep the cost minimum. So how many times to order each time? ప్రతిసారి ఎంత ఆర్డర్ చేయాలి అండ్ హౌ ఆఫన్ ప్రతిసారి ఎంత ఆర్డర్ చేయాలి అండ్ ప్రతిసారి ఎంత రీఆర్డర్ order means keeping once one reorder means keeping again and again to keep the cost minimum so that is the concept of EOQ. Now the relevant costs are as follows. So the annual cost of placing orders, annual cost of carrying inventory. So that let A is equal to annual usage in units, S is equal to ordering cost in rupees per order, I is equal to annual carrying cost rate, C is equals to unit cost in dollars, Q is equals to order quantity. Therefore, annual ordering cost is equals to number of orders into cost per order. So what is number of orders? Annual cost divided by order quantity. Okay, annual cost divided by ఎంత నువ్వు ఆర్డర్ చేస్తున్నావు, A by Q into S. Therefore, annual carrying cost is equal to average inventory into cost of carrying 1 unit per 1 year. That is equal to average inventory into unit cost into carrying cost. That is equals to Q by 2 into C into I. Next, the total number of cost for annual cost is equals to annual ordering cost plus annual carrying cost. So totally A by Q into S plus Q by 2 into C into I. So there is the other formula whenever you are using the annual cost. So based on this, we'll solve a problem and we'll switch on to the other topic. The annual demand is 10,000 units. The ordering cost is 30 rupees, $30 per order. The carrying cost is 20% and the unit cost is $15. The ordering quantity is 600 units. So calculate the annual ordering cost, annual carrying cost, total annual cost. Therefore the answer. So what is the given data? A is equals to 10,000 units. What is the ordering cost? S is equals to $30. The carrying cost is 20%. Carrying cost 20% ante I is equals to 0.20. Now the unit cost C is equals to $15. The order quantity is 600 units under. Therefore Q is equals to 600. Now what is the first thing? Annual ordering cost. Annual ordering cost is equals to old formula A by Q into S. That is 10,000 divided by 600 into 30. That is 500. Annual carrying cost. That is Q by 2 into C into I. That is 6,000 divided by 600 divided by 2, $15 into 2.2 is 0.990. Next, the total annual cost. The, the previous session showed the EOQ occurred at order quantity in which the the ordering cost equal the carrying cost. Therefore carrying cost మనం హోల్డ్ చేస్తున్న cost is equals to ordering cost, right? Therefore QIC divided by 2 is equals to AS divided by Q. Solving the Q on both sides, Q square is equals to 2AS by IC. That is equals to Q is equals to root of 2AS into I into small e. Got it? So there is a concept of economic order quantity, right? Next concept is safety stock. So by the name says the stock should be safe, right? Safety stock ante we are keeping the stock safely at one place. So that depends upon the demand. We are taking the material and we are selling to the customers. Okay. So what is the meaning of safety stock? Keeping the stock in safe place. Okay. Where to keep that? In a factory. Where to keep that? So we have to provide a space and we have to give the name for it. We have to give the electricity. We have to give the basic conditions. Then only the place can be turned into labors area, right? Or material area. Now the safety stock is indented. The safety stock is indented to protect against uncertainty in supply and demand. So what is the meaning of the first line? The safety stock means it is used to protect against uncertainty. Uncertainty ante నాట్ ఇన్ ఏ బ్యాలెన్స్డ్ వే. అన్సర్టనిటీ అంటే మార్కెట్ లోపల హెచ్చు తగ్గులు అంటాం అనమాట. అన్సర్టనిటీ ఇన్ సప్లై అండ్ డిమాండ్. సో వాట్ ది మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ సప్లై? మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ దగ్గర నుంచి మనకి సప్లై చేసే కాన్సెప్ట్ని సప్లై అంటున్నాం. డిమాండ్ అంటే ఏంటి? కస్టమర్ దగ్గర నుంచి. కస్టమర్ విపరీతంగా కొన్నాడు అనుకోండి, ఆటోమేటిక్గా విల్ గెట్ డిమాండ్ ఆన్ ఇట్, రైట్? సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఆస్క్ యువర్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరర్ అగైన్ టు రీసెండ్ ద మెటీరియల్. సో అక్కడ కూడా డిమాండ్ పెరుగుతుంది, షార్టేజ్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో లైక్ దిస్ all the problems will start only with a single line. That is, whenever there is a demand for any product, automatically they will sell with a good profit and good pace. Right? Next. So uncertainty in the supply and demand. Uncertainty in the supply and demand. The uncertainty may occur in two ways. So finally the uncertainty will occur in two ways. What is the first way? Quantity uncertainty and timing uncertainty. So first thing is quantity. Quantity means how much you are getting in, in kilograms or tons. Quantity, uncertainty, and timing. Timing means the day or next day or day after tomorrow. The timing, uncertainty. Quantity uncertainty occurs when the amount of supply or demand varies. So quantity ఎప్పుడు change అవుతుంది? When there is a change in the supply or demand. For example, if the demand is greater or less than the expected in a given product. So if the question arises like that. So for example, if the demand is greater than or less than unexpected in a given period. Now what is the first one? The first one is order quantity occurs when the amount of supply or demand is varies. For example, if the demand is greater than or less than expected in a given period, the timing uncertainty occurs when the time of receipt of supply or demand differs from the expected. So a customer or a supplier may change a delivery date, for instance. There is a simple example of this: quantity and time. Now there are two ways to protect against uncertainty. So finally we are having two ways to protect the uncertainty. What the first one? So the first one is carry extra stock. We have to double the things and we have to start. So what is the question? What is the answer I was given? So safety stock is uncertainty. Carry extra stock called safety stock. So the extra stock is nothing but safety stock. So whenever you are having a business, supermarket undanukondi. So you are purchasing large number of material. So whenever you are purchasing large number of material, how come you know that this material will get purchased? Depends upon the demand previously what you have. So that's why you will take extra material and you are serving them as a stock. Now it is the stock is nothing but safety stock or order stock. called as a safety lead time. Safety lead time. Now, the safety stock is calculated extra amount of stock. The safety stock is calculated extra amount of stock carried and generally used to protect the against quantity uncertainty. Safety lead time is used to protect against timing uncertainty by planning order releases and order receipts earlier than the required. So safety stock and safety lead time both results in extra inventory. So finally, the safety stock and safety lead time results in extra inventory, but the methods of calculation are different. Now, the safety stock is the most common way of buffering against uncertainty. So, safety stock is the most common way of buffering against uncertainty and is the method described in this concept. The safety stock is required depends on the following up anyway, right? So what are the requirements? What are the points to be discussed when it is depends upon the following? So the first point is variability of demand during the lead time. So during the lead time, automatically there will be some changes or variability in the product depends upon the product changes. And now the points are variability of demand during the lead time. So during the lead time, there will be definitely variable change in the demand. Next, frequency of order, reorder. Frequency means ఎన్నిసార్లు అంటే ఈ నెలలో 10 times నెలలో 20 times frequency, how much number you are keeping the reorder. Third point is service level desired. So what type of service level you are providing. Next point is length of the lead time. Length means duration of the lead time. The longer the lead time, the more safety stock has to be carried to provide a specified service level. So this is the reason for the importance of this is a reason for the important to reduce the lead times as much as possible. So these are the four types required depends upon the following, right? First one is variability of demand during the lead time. Second one is frequency of reorder. Third one is service level desired. ఎంత నువ్వు ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నావు సర్వీస్ లెవెల్ డిజైర్డ్ అండ్ లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ద లీడ్ టైమ్. గాట్ ఇట్ రైట్. Yes. Next. Now see the inventory management overall concept, how the inventory management will act. See here. First one is stratification. So we need to get the basic information, the basic concept of the things what you are going in further. Strategy or stratification. Next, forecasting. So without forecasting, one should not start anything. Forecasting means think beyond the reality. Means tomorrow, what you will forecast. You don't know what happens, but you will forecast. After 10 days, your plan forecasting. So that is nothing but forecasting. So the forecasting concept. Next, third one. Here, uh, lead time. The time you are providing for demand during the lead time and safety stock. Okay, so here in the certification only, apart from this forecasting, you are having the fill rate. So the fill rate is in positive condition. Now from the forecast, it is passing to the demand during lead time and safety stock along with the time given to both the things. Later, the demand during the lead time is passing to the reorder point and the safety stock also passing to the reorder point. So whenever reorder point has come and reached at a certain level, then we are going for replenishment. Replenishment means reassembly of the material. So in this way, the process goes Okay, so this is a concept of inventory management theory. Okay, now this is a simple nomenclature or a play chart of the inventory management. So stratification, forecasting, forecasting during demand during the lead time, safety stock, and the lead time is provided both to the, say, the demand during latest time and the safety stock. There it is passing to the reorder point and replenishment. So this is the concept of inventory management control. అర్థమైందా? So these are all small information what I am giving you, the basic definitions, right? So the BTech level definitely you will get in depth of knowledge once you by heart or once you get the interested on the subject, right? Next, what is the meaning of reorder level? Reorder, order level, reorder level. Okay, arrangement, rearrangement. Arrangement ni మళ్ళీ షఫుల్ చేసి మళ్ళీ దాన్ని చేస్తే ఏమంటారు రీఅరేంజ్మెంట్ అంటున్నాం. ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే reorder level. So the annual assumption, let us take for annual assumption, lead time is known and constant. Lead time is known and constant. Now no need to carrying stock from one cycle to other cycle. Okay, no need to carry stock from one cycle to the next cycle. So each order should be scheduled to arrive as existing stock. So what it is saying here, so whenever you are keeping the order, it should be scheduled, means it should be arranged to get as exist present stock runs out. ఉన్న స్టాక్ అయిపోయే లోపల we have to go for the reorder. That is the meaning of this reorder level. Now if you see the chart, when stock declines to a certain level, when a stock declines, right? So when the stock declines to the certain level, then it is the time to place an order. So ఎప్పుడు will keep an order, మీ దగ్గరున్న సరుకు తగ్గిపోతూ ఒక లెవెల్కి వస్తే then automatically you have to go for the placing an order. Once you place an order, it tells us when to order, right? Therefore the total reorder level is equals to acquisition, right? So the reorder level is equals to demand during the lead time. Demand during the lead time is equal to lead time into demand by unit. Therefore, the demand during lead time is equals to lead time into demand per unit. Therefore, ROL is equal to LE into D. That is the answer. Now, how to calculate the reorder level? How to calculate the reorder level? Now, see here. If we want to be cautious, we would set a reorder level based upon the following formula. At some organizations or some shops, there will be no formula for reorder level. So manually based upon the expertise, they will do the process. Now if you see the reorder level is equals to maximum demand into maximum lead time in plus buffer stock. Buffer stock kante you are holding, right? Now the ROL is equals to maximum demand into maximum lead time plus buffer stock. Now the buffer stock is the account amount of stock we hold just in case to in order to ensure the new run out. So the buffer stock means holding for some time at a narrow point. A narrow point means when there is no demand or when there is a high demand, definitely the narrow pack will start taking place. That is the concept what I have to say to you. Next, the maximum demand is a maximum amount of inventory we accept we might need to be period such a way such as a day. So here the maximum demand can be ensured only when there is a physical things available in the store, right? Understood the point? Anything doubt? So this is about our right. Now the next point is now next concept is stress management. Okay, next concept is stores management. So what is the meaning of stores management here? Stores management means storing the things in a proper way and dispatching at a given time. At dispatching at a given time. So it deals with planning, coordination, control of various activities pertaining or effective, efficient, and economic storage and storekeeping. So it deals with what? Planning of services, planning of things, services, coordination, control of various activities, having an effective and efficient storage for housekeeping. What is the meaning of store? So generally, store is an unworked material is known as a store. An unworked material is known as a store. What is the meaning of storage? Storage means the storeroom is a place where the stores are housed. Got the point? Next. What is the meaning of storage? Storage is a means of holding the custody in all of stores or materials. Semi-processed by processed products. That is the meaning of storage of materials. Right? Next. What are the functions of storage management? What are the functions of a stores? So to receive the raw material, the function of a stores management is to receive the to receive the raw materials, semi-finished materials, finished materials, or purchased materials, and where from the vendors, and to check them for identification. So that's the first function of the stores management. So to receive the raw materials or semi-finished goods or finished goods from the vendors and check them for identification. Now the receive the parts and components. So the receive the parts and components which has been processed in the factory. So once the raw material is given to the factory area, so there the materials will get processed. Once the raw materials is converted into finished products, so it has been processed in the factory. Next, to maintain positioning of materials in the store. So positioning means giving the ranking. సో ముందు ఏది పెట్టాలి, దాని తర్వాత ఏం పెట్టాలి, కింద ఏం పెట్టాలి, పైన ఏం పెట్టాలి, దగ్గరలో ఏది పెట్టుకోవాలి. దిస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ ద పొజిషనింగ్ ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్స్ ఇన్ ద స్టోర్. నెక్స్ట్, to maintain the safety, to maintain the stock safety in a good condition, to ensure that they do not suffer from damage. So what is the next point? To maintain the stock safety in a good condition and ensure that they do not suffer from the damage. Next, issuing the items or materials to operational personnel. So means giving the items or materials to the operation personnel. Make a record of received and issue receipts. So from the stores management, whenever there is a chance or you are responsible for removing the material and for storing, so you have to make a record of receipts and issuing the slips. Next, to avoid illegal ethics in the store areas. So we should not do any other activities or illegal activities in the store area. To plan for optimization utilization of a space. So once in a stores management, when some amount of bulk material or some amount of material has been dispatched, automatically you will get some space. Then what you have to do? You have to go for optimization. Means you have to reduce the space of the floor area and you have to maintain the maximum space if possible. Next, cooperating to the full extent with purchasing, manufacturing and production planning and control departments. Okay, cooperating to the full extent with purchasing, manufacturing and production planning control departments. So whenever we are giving the proper cooperation, what happens? Automatically we'll get a proper control planning and what are the materials we have to get in future also we'll get some clarification. So those are the main and important functions of stores management. Next one, stores records. What is the meaning of stores records? How to maintain the ledger book, how to maintain the accounts, how to maintain the name of the product in a safe and secured place. Material requisition note. Whenever the materials are required by a department section, whenever the materials are required for a department section, this form has to be filled in. So ఎప్పుడైతే materials department ఎప్పుడైతే any other section ki they need the logbook or the materials list, then we have to show the material requisition note. This note provides information about the job number, description of the items required in terms of number. Okay, required in terms of number. The head of the department should authorize it. So what it says, so whenever any other financial departments or any marketing departments ask for the stores record, we have to be filled the material requisition note which provides the information of a product like the job number, the description of the item required in terms of number. The head of the department should authorize it. Whenever the materials are issued, the receiving person should also sign the note. అంటే ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమేమి మెటీరియల్స్ ఇస్తున్నామని చెప్పి అన్ని చెక్ చేసుకొని ఎంత ఇస్తున్నాం, దాని వివరాలు ఏంటి, క్వాంటిటీ ఎంత, జస్ట్ మేక్ ఇన్ సైన్ ఇచ్చినట్టు. తర్వాత వాళ్ళు ఎవరైతే తీసుకుంటున్నారో ఆ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో దే విల్ చెక్ ఆల్ ద థింగ్స్ వెదర్ దే హాస్ కమ్ ఆర్ నాట్ అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ దే విల్ కీప్ ఎ సైన్. తీసుకున్నాము మీన్స్ బోత్ సైడ్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు మెయింటైన్ ద అథరైజేషన్. Now this is to be entered in the materials ledger issue record which is to be signed by the storekeeper. Just etla mana college library lo how you are maintaining the books, the same way you have to maintain this one. So మీరు బిక్స్ తీసుకుంటారు, పలానా డేట్లో వాళ్ళు ఒక కార్డ్ లాగా దాని లోపల ఎంట్రీ చేసుకుంటారు, మీరు డేట్ రాస్తారు, సైన్ చేస్తారు, మీరు తీసుకున్నట్టు వాళ్ళు కూడా డేట్ రాసుకొని ఎంట్రీ బుక్లో సైన్ చేసుకుంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ సింప్లీ నథింగ్ బట్ రికార్డ్ కీపింగ్ ఆర్ స్టోర్స్ కీపింగ్. Okay, with this we'll stop the class. The time is up. We'll discuss the next session tomorrow without fail. Okay, so thanks for listening to the class. Have a nice day.